Hey everyone, Paul here. I usually send out my email on Mondays, but given everything that's happened over the past week or so, I thought it might be helpful and I hope comforting to take a moment and speak with you directly through this video link. Of course, there's been a lot of volatility over the last week and a half, and it's definitely causing concern. I understand it feels uneasy. There's an emotional reaction we have to it. There's a lot of uncertainty and we kind of don't know what to do next. Believe me, I get it. I have the same portfolios that you have, so I know exactly what you're going through. I work in the markets every single day, and I've been through quite a few of these violent downturns that have different catalysts, of course, but this kind of movement never ceases to be stressful and unsettling and definitely causes concern. The headlines are loud and they're consistent and they're overwhelmingly negative, as they always are. And I would really urge you that if you can take a break from that and just turn off the news, turn off the radio, stop listening to a podcast for just a day or so, the break would really help you gain some perspective. At the end of the day, you know what? This isn't new. We've been through it before. Corrections are part of long-term investing, and though the catalysts might be different each time, this time it's effectively one man trying to reshape how the world does trade. But the pattern's familiar. The market reacts violently, and prices adjust down normally, and eventually things stabilize and resume their long-term upward trend. Your portfolio was built with this in mind. It's diversified across sectors, so different business sectors. It's diversified across countries, and it's diversified against different strategies. So these things all try to help to mute some of the volatility. And I should point out that it doesn't make it immune to volatility, because we have to kind of be involved and suffer these setbacks, but hopefully it can mute some of the volatility that we're experiencing right now. Behind the scenes, the portfolio managers, like kind of under the hood, you don't really see it, but portfolio managers are making defensive moves, and more importantly, they're looking for opportunity. They're looking for companies that have been beaten up, that they have liked for a long time and maybe thought they were too expensive, and some of those probably are coming online now where they can take advantage of the prices. We've seen it all before, with 2008, 2009, when the housing market melted in the US. We had COVID, of course, which was very real fears. But we withstood those, we got through them, and markets recovered, and we only talk about those events as they affected the markets kind of in passing now. So I urge you to avoid any knee-jerk reactions. Don't act on the emotional response you're having to it. We need to gain that intellectual response back, that intellectual planning back. We know that this isn't the end of the world. Things will reset. We're kind of adjusting for everything now, but eventually the long-term gains will sort of resume. I don't know how long that's going to take, but I know it will happen. Speaking of I don't know how long it'll take, I always talk about the importance of time horizons, and kind of like, even though you have one portfolio, some of it might be shorter term, all of it might be long term, all of it might be short term, but we've built plans around that, and we're in it for the long haul. I must say, if things have changed, then we definitely need to have a conversation. But if it's long-term money, then staying invested, staying disciplined will pay off in the end. If you want to walk through what's happening, I'm here. You're not alone. As I said before, I have the same portfolios that you have. I am experiencing all of the same things that you're going through, so I truly understand, and I want to help you get through it. We'll get through it just like we have before, calmly, and we'll just stick with the strategy that we have. This isn't the end. It is a reset. There is a lot of uncertainty out there, but if you're wondering what to do next, do I add more? Do I just stand pat? Do we need to make any changes to it? Notice how I didn't say, should I take money out of it? Because that's not the answer, as long as we have that long-term goal. But let's have that conversation. I'm always here. I'm always available. A text message, an email, a phone call. I'm here to talk. I want to help you get through this. Lastly, thank you for your trust. I'm here whenever you need me. And above all else, thank you for choosing to work with me.